since 15 years, when I set up this initiative, I was still working with Solvay, which is a chemical company, and Lucille was telling me, oh my, you at home, you're like bothering us with this box of yogurt, which does mean you're going to put it on, and then you go with chemical, and there is something, you have to walk the talk. I said, okay, fine, let's resign. My husband was a bit surprised, especially we were based in Shanghai with 4 kids, and anyhow, this initiative started with the great help of my employer. I was at the time Senior Vice President for 14 countries, and they helped me a lot. That's why if you go to our website, you will see Philippe Rosier with our honorary president, because we needed to have like support to make this, like any sort of startup actually need support at the beginning to get off the ground. And then Expo 2010 happened. We had the chance to have Carla Sarkozy cutting the ribbon, and then it started. Okay, you know it all. No, let's have fun. At the beginning, you have been given this small brooch. It is porcelain, and please wear it for tonight, because if you don't wear it, you won't be able to do the karaoke with us. The winner of the karaoke will win a weekend. Yes, it's 45 minutes from Lyon, very close to Euclid, and well, basically this is the HQ of Albatross. And once again, if you go in this little bag, you do the QR code and you look at Alba Home. Then you will see this is where you do have well, trainings and of course things for the children. But it also have things like which are like for fun, like pound horses. There's 5 hectares, and that's not so well. There's a pool and a jacuzzi, but this is not there. Well, it's basically a nice weekend for the winner for tonight. But if you screen this QR code, you will also see all the things we have been doing for 15 years. And there is the code for the Albatross YouTube. And Albatross YouTube will give you access to all the presentations made at UNESCO. Because UNESCO was basically the way where we were testing a POC. When you are in the engineering world, POC is a proof of concept. I was at Harvard 9 months before, and I met Ellen Langer. Professor Ellen Langer is a very famous professor of psychology. Actually, she was the first woman tenured at Harvard in psychology. She's doing podcasts with 5 million people and very known. And she's called the mother of mindfulness. But not mindfulness in the sense of meditation. It's more in terms of well-being, art of noticing, and this is her approach. And she has always been writing many books, articles, and teaching adults and students, but she had never done anything with her kids. And then she has grandkids. Their names are Theo and Elmet. And she goes and gave me like a few drawings of dogs with some words, and she goes, okay, in Singapore, Albatross has a publishing house. Says, why don't you publish this? Says, dear, no one is going to be buying your dogs. I mean, let's get real. And then we put together a team. Then we are a team. We are called the Harvard 12 Peace Ladies. You will be finding us again here. And we started to work on what could be something new. And we created this Finding Happy little book. launched at UNESCO, 15 languages, and well, you have seen the description. But what is interesting is this QR code, because this QR code is an intelligence, artificial intelligence. It's a PLM. i.e. it doesn't grab information everywhere on the web, but it is only the memories, whatever Ellen Langer has written, all her YouTube presentation, courses, it's only her. In other words, it is really limiting the hallucination. I mean, of course, you cannot be 100% right with AI, but this is, and this is why we called it not AI, but AI as attentive intelligence. And 9 months down the road, we had done this, just with no budget, no employees, no nothing, and it was there. Then we sat and we said, okay, we have to draw the lesson of this experience, of this POC, of this proof of concept, because we did it with well-being, which is like health. If we go back to the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, it's number 3 and 4 with education, and say, well, how can we draw the lesson and expand for the other? Because if you look at the result of this 17 SDG, they have been derived in 169 principles, and in the best case scenario, we are expecting a success of less than 15% of them accomplished by 2030. And we cannot call it like a French success. Then say, okay, we have our little POC, why and how we can do something about it. And then emerge this SDG 18. But this is not another layer of complexity. This is supposed to be a transversal. And we called it Goodwill and Respect for Humanity and Beyond. I mean, because well, that was one of us thinking that we have to go beyond, because there's not only humanity, but we also have to take care of the planet, and we have to take care of the animals, whatever it is. But the thing is that if we do believe in a cause with respect of others, of ourselves, and if we do have goodwill to make it happen, it will happen. And that's what we have demonstrated with our POC. And that's what we want people, young people, to do the same. You have to believe that you can make it. If you respect yourself, others, the planet, you will make it.